Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Psycho back with another dialysis update. So, I had session 3 today. Now, I got some numbers I want to read off first and foremost about just where your levels are when you get your blood labs back, when they take your blood the first time and the results kind of come back so you can kind of gauge where you need to go. Okay, so there's a number called albumin, if I said that correctly. That's a protein in your blood that helps fight off infections and aids in healing. Now, the goal is 4 or higher, and mine is sitting at exact 4, so that's pretty good right there. I've been on point with that part. Now, there's a term called ENPCR. Now, I will be learning all these terms, as I said. I'm going to be an encyclopedia on this, but the goal on that is 1.1 or higher, but I don't have any results on that just yet because it's still inconclusive enough with no data to give me enough for a valid number. So I'll update that soon. There's another term called SPKT/V. Now, like I said, I'll be learning all this, but anyhow, 1.2 is minimum acceptable and 1.4 or greater is optimal. My number was 1.5. So that's pretty good. You know, you got to be on your stuff with this dialysis thing because, especially with your diet and health, which I'll be getting into that in later videos, because not being up on your diet game, that could really take you out fast. Okay, potassium. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting because I'm supposed to keep that down. It can kill me. But that's the mineral that's needed, you know, for your normal heart and muscles. And the goal on that is 3.5 to 5.5, and mine was a 4.2. So I'm actually doing good in that, you know. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know how all it pan out, but I've really been also watching what I eat and how I eat it and how many servings I eat. Hemoglobin, that contains the iron that carries blood from the oxygen, y'all. Okay, the goal on that is 10.0 to 11. Now, mine is 7.5. That's still pretty low, but we'll fix that and work on it as time goes. Phosphorus, that's a deadly one right there. So you really want to be careful with your phosphorus, y'all. That's in every food has phosphorus, so be sure to watch that. But anyhow, that's you know, that keeps your bones and your bones strong and your heart healthy. So it's really important to watch that overall. And the goal on that's 3.5 to 5.5. My goal is, or I'm at 5.7. My bad. So 0.2 over. I can improve that, and I have to improve that. Let's see, calcium total, y'all. You know, calcium is another big thing for me in particular. The minerals needed for that, for healthy bones and muscles, the goal is 8.5 to 10. Mine is sitting at a 9.4. I'm doing extremely well on calcium right now as far as the numbers on that. There's a term called pt.3, right? Balances calcium and phosphorus in my blood. High phosphorus can cause IPTH and lead to muscle and heart damage. So you really want to stay up on that as well if you're in a situation like me. But I'll get around to learning all these terms. I can't say that enough because I'm going to be an encyclopedia for this. On the face of this, embrace the challenge. No matter what it is, always embrace the challenge. Anyhow, my dietitian really wants me at between 300 and 400. And for me, mine is sitting at 1,714. So that's really high, really high. But we're going to fix that as well. And I'll update y'all on that soon when I have more intel as well. The average fluid weight gains don't really have enough evidence or data to come up with a number on that right now. But I did gain some a little bit of weight, and it's not just all fluid weight that they had to drain off of me. Uh, Another thing, something that I normally wouldn't do, but I went ahead and did it. You know, they asked me if I wanted a flu shot and a pneumonia shot, vaccines, of course. And I normally don't do it, but this is a new me, so I elected to do it. So I did get my flu vaccine and my pneumonia vaccine. With these situations, you have to really be open-minded and think, because you're in a new situation. You don't know what to do. You're learning everything on the fly, appointments all the time. But I finally, get a couple of days off from dialysis, so that's good. But you do got to watch what you eat, fresh foods. You want to stay away from whole milk. I'll go almond milk if it was me, because that's low in phosphorus. And I'll go with unsweetened as well. Let's see. I do have a doctor's appointment to where I can get my meds and all that, which is really needed, because you don't want to be slipping on that type of stuff. I'm also going to apply for disability. You want to be ahead of the curve on all this stuff. That way, when things start, getting down to the nitty gritty, you're already prepared for it. You don't want to be caught lacking on any of it. Now, my next video is probably going to be about how I ended up with kidney failure. And that kind of goes back to when I went out for sports in the 6th grade. When I first found out I had hypertension, because that really is a silent killer, that no one really, a lot of people don't take that serious until they almost die from it, and they don't even know all these problems are adding up. So I'll update y'all soon. I'll probably have another video coming later. So like, share this, man. Subscribe. I need people with me on this journey. It's a fight of my life. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of topics. I'm going to be doing topics on phosphorus by itself, sodium, potassium, and what it can do to you. You really got to research when you're in positions like this, because when you're in the fight of your life, you don't care what people think. You're doing what you have to do for you. Of course, you have a team to converse with and be open-minded to their opinions, even though you have the last say so. You want to be open-minded to what your team says. So get you a team outside of the team of hospitals, and regardless of even what the hospitals say, you do your extensive research on it, because you're going to hear a lot of do's and don'ts from all these professionals, and it leaves you kind of like, well, wow, what am I supposed to really be doing? And that's where it's up to you to learn these things, because the more you learn it inside out, the better you can control your situation. And that's not just with kidney failure. End stage for me, number 5, that's my favorite number. Born in 1985, graduated in 2005, all that. But that's irrelevant right now. I might get into a little bit of my life story later on. But hey, like, share, subscribe for real, and hit the bell so we can get this out, because I'm really about getting this story out and bringing awareness to this to anyone that may be facing this and don't have hope. I'm going to be the hope. I'm going to be the face of this. Okay, y'all have a good day. I'll check in with y'all later. Peace.